Welcome back. That's me playing a badly tuned piano at school, which I thought was a pretty fitting intro to the story about the value of getting a music degree in today's world. So, when I was in high school, I wasn't a particularly great student, but I was pretty good at music. I taught myself how to write songs and produce, and things moved quite quickly, where by the time I turned 18, I signed a publishing deal after co writing and producing a song for Paul Abdul's Spellbound album. And for many years after that, I wrote, I produced, and remixed songs for artists ranging from Janet Jackson, Adina Howard, Casey and JoJo, and many more throughout the 90s. And I was proud that I'd built this career in music without knowing any music theory. In fact, I used to say defiantly that music theory puts you in a box and kills all creativity. So cut to 2010. At that time, I was getting deeper into the world of film and TV sync when a friend of mine, a sound designer in a documentary he was working on, tells me that the producers were looking for a composer. He asked me if I'd be interested in submitting music. Of course, I immediately said yes. I wrote a few cues and got the gig. Only one problem, I had never scored a film before. So I had to learn how to sync video and write the picture, and I only had 2 weeks to complete this entire score. And after many cups of espresso and a lot of 18-hour days, I delivered the score. And lo and behold, a few weeks later, I was on a plane to Salt Lake City for the Sundance premiere of the very first film I ever scored. And that experience really changed everything for me. When I got back to LA, I really just wanted to do more film scoring. Don't get me wrong, I still love writing and producing songs, but creating music for film and then just watching it on the big screen with an audience was really special. And I asked all my composer friends, how do you learn the craft of writing music to picture? And they all gave me the same answer, literally all of them. They were like, yo, you gotta learn harmony. And I was like, harmony? What about Hans Zimmer or Danny Elfman? I thought those guys didn't know any music theory. And they laughed and said, yeah, maybe they don't, but everyone around them does. The orchestrators, assistants, ghost composers, even the person answering the phones at remote control probably has a composition degree. But I guess I was looking more for an easy answer, something like, get more RAM in your computer or buy a string library or, things like that. I think deep down inside, I knew what they really meant. And for years, I believed that a music degree wasn't for me, or that I was too old to go back to school. And even though I kept teaching myself the craft, I definitely was hitting a ceiling where, block chords just weren't cutting it anymore. Eventually, a few years later, I decided to take the plunge and go back to school. So I called my high school for my transcripts, and when I got them back, man, they were bad. It turns out I never graduated high school. So now I had to finish high school before I could even think about college. Luckily, we were in the middle of a pandemic, which meant I could take classes online quietly without the stigma of not having completed high school. Eventually, I earned my diploma and I got into an applied music program at a local college. And something incredible happened. Learning theory opened me up. It unlocked a creative side I didn't even know I had. And after finishing my associate's degree, I transferred to a university to get a bachelor's degree in music composition, which I'm currently finishing now. I would definitely say it's been challenging. However, it's been very rewarding as well. So back to that question. Do you need a music degree to create great music or be successful as a composer? And I would say no. I think great ideas is what really matters more than music theory. But I think the real question you have to ask yourself is, what kind of musical craft person do you want to be? A music degree and the discipline that comes with it opens something inside of you that you might not even know it's there. If you're already creatively open and you're happy doing what you're doing, then that's fine. Keep creating. That's great. But if you're feeling stuck or relying too much on plugins, sample libraries, or even AI, then learn your craft, work on it. Because when you do, you'll not only become a better musician, composer, or producer, you'll become a better human being as well. That's all I have for today. I'll catch you all on the next one. Peace.